Hello Super Sentai fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today is going to be a kind of a multi-part unboxing here of a bunch of Kyuranger items. So I have a ton of Kyuranger items coming in. This is the first one. Probably the most hyped one, not that the other two aren't hyped.
I said two of them. There's like 5 more boxes in this video. It got out of hand.
So this should be a Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Seiza blaster, as well as some Kyutama. So I've always wanted one of these. Kyuranger is one of my favorite Sentais. Here is the company that I ordered this from. It's a very nice little message. A very cool little store from eBay, and it seems pretty nicely packed. And yeah, here it is. So here is the Seiza blaster. We'll take a look at the Kyutama in a second. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Obviously, you know, it's a wrist-mounted changer, which, wow. It's kind of a tiny one there. But, I mean, to be expected. It is like a children's toy. Yeah, so I can only fit like 3 of my fingers in there comfortably. But yeah, we got a Seiza blaster. So, that is pretty sweet. I've already had a couple Kyutama, but this is going to be great. So, obviously, we're going to have to get some batteries for this. No biggie. That's not going to be a problem. We have the strap for it here. So here is that. So that will just, you know, go underneath this part here. So actually under where the batteries need to go. So we'll wait to do that, obviously. And then the Kyutama are in this little baggie. So that's actually pretty helpful. So let's see which ones we got. We got number 66. One of the Gashapon exclusive ones, I believe. We'll kind of zoom in on these ones. So we got this one. I'll put their names up on screen as I hold them up. We have number 29, which I believe this is one of the promotional ones for some kind of first release bonus or something. We have 24, which is one that I already have, I think. Yes? No, I don't have this one. 24. Pretty cool. We have 50, another one of the Gashapon or Candy Toy exclusive ones. So that's nice. We have 23, and that is one that I have already. Yes, I do have this one, looking off to the side. So, no problem. We have number 26, another one that I already have. So there's that one. Then we get to some exciting ones down here, I think. So we have this one, which I definitely do not have. This is the EX one, I think is one of the ones from the magazines for Sasori Orange. So that is pretty neat right there. Very similar thing. We have one of the extra ones for Shishi Red Orion. So that is pretty neat. I like the color on this one. This kind of translucent plastic one. This one, yep, number 1, as I would assume. So this one is the one that actually came with the Seiza blaster. So good thing we have that. And who is this one? Ah, cool, number 2, Sasori. So, perfect. Alright, so we have some batteries in this thing. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Woohoo! Alright, so we have this here. Obviously just fires there. And it fires a different sound with that button, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and let's make the first Kyutama sound. Star change. Nice. So that's pretty fun. So let's go and take this one out of there. We got Sasori. Yeah, so like here's one that doesn't work very well. It just says Kyutama. How unfortunate. There are more Kyuranger stuff in here. This is a big box from a friend of mine. There's actually, it's funny, the biggest item in here is not Kyuranger related. It's actually Kyuranger related. So, funnily enough. And there's just like no space for this box in this area. So I wanted to get all of the Kyuranger vinyls. And beforehand, I already had this one. I had Ho-Ho Soldier. And I had Shishired Orion. Well, now I should have literally everybody else. So let's go ahead and start with the first one here, which is Shishired Orion. So, yeah, I guess I got a duplicate of that one. So there's 2 of that one now. Alright. Oh, let's start with this guy here, too. We got Ho-Ho Soldier. Alright, off to a great start. So, I didn't realize I was getting those 2 from him as well. So, now let's start with the actual first one here that I do not already have. Alright, we got Shishi Red. So, here's the first member of the team there. Sasori Orange. Okami Blue. Tenbin Gold. Oshi Black. Beat Sky Silver. Gokai Yellow herself. Washi Pink. Chameleon Green. Kajiki Yellow. Ryu Commander. And Koguma Sky Blue. So, whoop, please don't be the one that knocks everybody over at the very end here. I don't want Kyuranger bowling balls or bowling pins. Yes! So, I finally have the whole Kyuranger team here. This is from my friend Adam on Twitter. We went in on a mini plus set together. And he saw I was buying a bunch of Kyuranger stuff and was like, hey, you want some Kyutama? And I'm like, I guess I do. So, first of all, and he packed this very, very nicely, so thank you, Adam, for doing that. First of all, we have the complete set of Mini-Pla for Zenroku, or the Zenkai Cannon. So we'll put that off to the side there. So the Zenkaiger, Kyuranger, and Kyuranger are taking over here. So, ooh, very nice little baggie here. Kyutama. So, I believe these were the ones that he had that I needed. So, basically, I bought a bunch from my friend Rai as well, Collector Shuki on Twitter, that is not here yet, and there's also some from Mandarake that will kind of fill in some more gaps. But basically, these were the ones that he had that I still needed from, I guess, I wasn't trying to collect a bunch of Kyutama, this just started happening. But front and center here, the first one I grabbed is one I really, really wanted, which is, if I can ever get out of the bag, it is the Ryu Kyutama for Ryu Commander, who's right there up in front. So that worked out well. And also up in front here is not this one. It was green, but I realized that that's in a different bag or a different box. So this is Kyutama number 44. I'm not even going to attempt to pretend to know which ones these all are. So we have that one there. What else we got here? We got little pamphlets of Kyutama, so that's fun. The Gashapon sets. I think this is another team member one. Yes, it is. This one is the Washi Kyutama for Washi Pink. So, number 8. Alrighty, let's see here. This one is the Argo Kyutama. Not Argo, I'm sorry, Orion Kyutama. That was used for Orion Battler. So there's number 13. We got a pamphlet that fell on the floor. We got Kyutama number 67. Yeah. So whichever one this one is, 67. We have one of the special Gashapon variants, which was the empty Sasori. I believe it does the same thing as the regular Sasori, but you know, I figured it's cool. Why not? I basically just bought every extra Kyutama that he had that I did not. So there's an extra, not extra, empty Sasori. And then finally here, I think we have one more team member one. Yes, we do. This one is the Koguma Kyutama, so for Koguma Sky Blue. So we are building the team up here pretty well, so that's all fine and dandy. So yep, number 11. So we have 8, 10, and 11. And then finally in here, we have whatever one this one is. Kyutama number 78. So, another fun one to join the shelf. So, that's more Kyutama. So thank you, Adam. thank you, Kevin, as well, for all the other stuff here today. As this part, you know, there's still 2 more boxes arriving that both have Kyutama in them. This got bad quickly in terms of like buying a bunch of stuff that I wasn't going to buy. So this is the box that I opened during the last episode of Project Unlock, which I hope you guys took a look at last week, because that's where I got the, I hope, last version of the gold anchor key that I needed. But if you saw that video, you saw, maybe, that there were Kyutama in there, which this is definitely an interesting way to have packed that. But yeah, we got 5 Kyutama, the entirety of Candy Toy Set 2, because this has just started to happen now. I just started to buy a bunch of Kyutama. But I got that for a specific reason, but I also wanted this one for a very specific reason, because I really like this one. The X-Aid, you can't even see him, the X-Aid Kyutama, which was released as a pack-in during, well, obviously X-Aid and Kyuranger. This one is really cool because it works in the regular Seiza Blaster, it says X-Aid, and in the dark, it says Genmu. I don't have the dark Seiza Blaster, but I kind of want one. This one, though, was important to get because I needed it. Honestly, okay, this was like 400 yen. This was like also 400 yen. So I really wanted it mainly for the Chameleon Kyutama, because I'm trying to get the whole team, and you know, the whole team's main Kyutama, which by the end of this video I will have succeeded in doing. Also, I guess I needed another Oshi Kyutama. I already have Oshi Kyutama because that is my well, that is my horoscope sign. I am a Taurus, so I did want to have at least that one, and I already had that one, you know, before I even started any of this. But now I have an extra one, which cool. Then we got 3 more ability ones, which I have no idea what they are. 43, 45, 37. I might already have these. I don't know at this point. I really don't. So here is the Chameleon Kyutama for one of my favorite Kyurangers, Chameleon Green. So I'm glad to have that one. That's nice. So this looks to be a giraffe Kyutama. And then we got this one. Yeah, I think the only other Kyutama I'm going to even bother trying to track down at this point would be, I guess, maybe the dark ones, if I ever decide to get the dark Seiza Blaster, but that's really about it. We got this one. I don't know what it is, but it's there. And then we got this one, which is going to be another random one. Looks like a whale, I think, maybe? So, step number 1 states you take this piece and you slot it into this piece like that. Yeah, look at that. Alright. And then you take the other piece, slot it in upside down. Not upside down, but and then slot this one in on top. Yeah. Alright, that's how that works. So yeah. So it will hook back there like that, and then you're gonna take the thing, and I think we're good to clip it in. Yeah, we got it. Look at that. That looks cool. I really like this one. I just, you know, I'm surprised it was so cheap, you know? Like, it's really cool. It says KR for Kamen Rider. And it makes X-Aid's face. And it works, and it actually is in canon one. It showed up on screen in Kyuranger, so it's pretty cool. It's actually also like a deluxe style, because it has like that shinier plastic and not like the dull gray that these ones all have. So, well, you know what we got to do. This one I do want to play with. Oh no, I meant to do it just once. Nice. That's a fun one. I really like this one a lot. So yeah, the same kind of transformation jingle and everything. Yo! I'm a Kamen Rider. What does it do with this one? Cool, I dig it. This is the one that me and Rai have deemed the sack. So there's literally just going to be like a sack of Kyutama in this thing. As well as a bunch of other stuff. Because funnily enough, this box is over a year in the making. So this actually should have the second the second to last and the last Kyuranger mini plot set. You know, only a year later. As well as the Fi's phone from Kamen Rider Geo, the Fi's phone like watch thing. So I don't know what this thing is that's sticking out of this box, but we're about to find out, I suppose. It's a Hot Topic return thing. But anyway, this should have a bunch of that, and I think that's it. It's been like, you know, so long since some of this we agreed upon me buying from her and everything, so like, who knows. But yeah, there we go. Alright, we did it. So, ooh, it's really cold because it's been outside and everything. So this is the mini plot for Grateful Phoenix from Kyuranger. So that's fine and dandy, as well as the mini plot for Machine Express Zaboon, or whatever, Zaboon, or whatever it's called. You know, Keen Express Zaboon, or I don't know. You get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the sack. So, I had a lot of extra Kyutama, needless to say. There 100% will be duplicates in this bag that I already have, but I don't care. So we're going to see which ones a lot of these are ones we're going to need, especially to complete the core team of Kyurangers. But let's just dive into this. We're going to look at all of them. So, 41. Okay, now here's the thing. I genuinely do not remember at this point in the video what Kyutama I have purchased and which ones I have not. We're going to find it out at the very end, because, yeah. But we got 41. 60. No, that's not 60. I can't read. 06. This is one we really, really needed. It's Hibitsukai for Hibitsukai Silver. So we're going to put like ones I really needed over here. And then, like I said, I don't know if I have this one already. You might remember it from earlier in the video. But I've been recording this throughout the entirety of the month of December. This is like 3 weeks in the making, so I don't even remember. So we got 41. Have we seen 41 before? I don't remember if we've seen it. So yeah, we got 41 and 41. 4. We really needed this one. 10 bin for 10 bin gold. So we're getting closer. Hey, Okami for Okami Blue. You know, we're getting really close now. Speaking of Okami, man, I'm just really good at pulling out the same ones again. This is the blank version of it. So we actually already had the blank version of, I believe, Sasori. And so I guess I'm going to get a couple of these. I know there's another one actually right here. So I'll just go ahead and pull it out. Of Ryu. Which this one's actually pretty cool because the blank Ryu was what he used to transform into Ryu Violet before he became Ryu Commander. So this one actually has some actual importance in the show. So I really like that one. So we'll put that over there. We got this blank one over there. And let's see, who are you? Aha, Sasori. So that's one I do already have. I know that. So at least ones I absolutely know that I have, I'll put over here. Like this one, number 13. Orion, or Orion, or whatever. I know I have that one, because it's a very distinct yellow color that I really couldn't miss. 45. No idea if I have it or not. So 45. I think I have a lot of the 40s. 54. 64. 86. This is one of the Argo Kyutama, the ones that make up the Argo, which actually... let me grab that one, because that one's a pretty cool one over here. I have, because this is the actual, like, Argo Kyutama, number 89. But 86, 87, and 88 are the ones that, like, they needed to find the Argo. So I kind of want to get all three of those. So I guess we'll put the Argo ones there. I don't know if I have any more Argos in this box. I don't remember. 36. That looks pretty cool right there. 37. That was a good number sequence. So 36 and 37. Okami, again. So put that over there. We got a lot of Okamis now. Hey, 87. Hell yeah. Alright, so that is 2 of the 3 Argo ones. So we just need 88, which is in here maybe? Is not in here. I really do not know. 33. Is this Pegasus? I think this is Pegasus, yeah. One of the, is this Pegasus? One of the giveaway Kyutama. It looks like a deluxe one. Well, these are all Candy Toy and Gashapon, so 33 is Pegasus, I think. We got 82. Wow, really high up there in the numbers. Nice. 82. 44, I'm pretty confident I have. I'm pretty sure. We'll put that over there with 41. 68, it's a rabbit. So that's cool. Oh, it's gonna be a pain to do the demonstration in the Seiza blaster here. Yeah, Kajiki. So we have all of the core team at this point. So there is Kajiki. So we'll put that over there. 49. I think this is one of those ones used in like that high school special thing that they did, which had like different utensils or like school supply Kyutamas, I think. I don't remember. 38. So we had 36 and 37 earlier. Now we have 38. 46. This is definitely one of those ones. The ruler Kyutama. So that's cool. Like that. 50. Looks like some fire there. Kajiki once again. So there's a second Kajiki. This is the blank version of Oshi, which I like that because Oshi is my horoscope sign. Yes! 88! So, we did get all three of the Argo summoning Kyutama. So, 86, 87, and 88. Perfect. 40. 8? I couldn't read the 8 there. 48, I believe. A lot of the 40s were like kind of that teal color. 7, Chameleon, which we do already have that one. I know that. Oshi. I do already have 2 of this one. I know that. That's fine. And then finally in here is one that I also already have, that I actually had before I even started doing this video, which was number 111, which is Cerberus for the summer movie mecha. Alright, so that was a good amount of Kyutama, wouldn't you say? Let's kind of just bring this camera down a tad. Oh, jeez. So, I don't even know how many of these actually work in the Seiza Blaster, besides like the obvious ones. Well, at long last, we're here. We have all 12 of the vinyls. We have all 12 of the Kyutama. So let's go ahead and give everybody their Kyutama. So we got Shishi, Sasori, Okami, Tenbin, Oshi, Hibitsukai, Chameleon, Washi, Kajiki, Ryu, and Koguma. Oh, son of a bit. Alright, what's one more? So, we have another box from Adam here, which I did really think that the sack from Rai was going to be the end of this, but nonetheless, it is not, because I realized I did not have the Ho Kyutama, the Phoenix Kyutama for Ho-Ho Soldier, and I need that to finish off the core team. And then I also bought some Yudo. So, yeah, more Candy Toy stuff, but more Kyutama as well. So what do we got in here? Well, we got a bunch of Yudo from the Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger toy line. So I don't even remember exactly how all the members that we got in here. Let's see. Looks like we got Lupin Red. Well, let's actually see. I think we have the whole Lupin Ranger team. We have Kyutama number 66. And a fun fact, I bought this from him thinking I didn't have it. But if you remember, I don't know actually how long this video is going to be at this point, because I'm kind of just filming these throughout the whole month of December. But if you rewind back to the first part of this video, I actually got this in the initial eBay haul. So, whoops. But the main purpose of this box was all for this little guy right here. Kyutama number 12, the Ho Kyutama, the Phoenix Kyutama. So this will finally be able to complete the core team, or the whole team of Kyurangers. So let's go ahead and get this thing out of there. Take over the 4-year-old candy out of there. Kyutama and Kyuranger thing that I got in this video. So this was an entirety of the month of December long project here. In the end, I organized them all by numerical order, which was kind of fun to do. And we now have a grand total of 52 Kyutama here to wrap up this video. And we did get a good amount of extras actually, throughout all the different packages that I got, but this is a pretty sizable number of the Kyutama. So while the highest number is number 111, they never actually made all 111. There was actually like 89 in the show. They didn't even make all of those. So I actually think I'm only missing like a relative handful. I know there's like the really expensive like Choco campaign one, and there are a couple of deluxe Kyutama sets that like HLJ has in stock that I actually don't think I have the Kyutama that are in them. and they have them for very cheap, so like maybe I'll get those. I don't have the Saikyo Kyutama, the, you know, Hikari Kyutama, any of that kind of stuff, and maybe I'll track them down. But for now, I'm pretty satisfied with this collection here. It's way bigger than I ever meant for it to be. This just started out as a video in which I just bought a Seiza blaster on a whim, because I wanted one. I always wanted one. And then I did, and then I had a chance to get the vinyls and more Kyutama and everything. So huge thanks to my buddies Kevin for the vinyls, Adam for the Kyutama and all the mini plot throughout this video, and also the Yudo, Rai for the Fies phone and the Kyutama, and also more mini plot, Mandarake for Kyutama and a bunch of other random stuff. And yeah, that was it. That's going to do it. And also thank you to the eBay seller for the original Seiza blaster that kicked it all off. So thank you all for watching this really long video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too boring or anything like that. I try to make it as entertaining as possible. And of course, until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. And until then, Yoshalaki!